Hey guys, EMP5 Reviews here. Today I've got the Arctic Field Ration from Minotaur Trading Company. This was their January 2021 special. This is a smoked pulled pork that has been freeze-dried. Packaged on January 8th, 2021, so it's very fresh. Inspection date of January 8th, 2031, so these last about 10 years. I decided this would be a good menu to try out today since I am in the middle of central Texas and the entire state is on a winter storm warning. And I haven't had power in my house for about 2 days now, and there's a good 3 to 4, maybe 5 inches of snow on the ground. So I figured why not break out a Arctic field ration, because that's about what it feels like. The entire state of Texas feels like the Arctic, at least to us right now. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we got. I really like the packaging on this. It's a little bigger than I expected it to be, especially for only an 8 or 12 hour ration, but still a nice sturdy package. So let's see what we got inside. Some Minotaur barbecue sauce. Add 1 ounce of water and shake or stir well. Interesting. Accessory kit with a spoon, wet wipe, coffee, sugar, non-dairy creamer, salt, pepper, 2 water purification tablets, and some candy. Okay. Got some relish, which I probably won't be eating because I can't stand relish, but that's fine. Cheese spread with bacon, which because of how cold it is in my house is solid as a brick. That's all right. Alright, some all-day trail mix with salted peanuts, salted almonds, salted cashews, walnuts, dried strawberries, chocolate-covered banana chips, that sounds good, semi-sweet chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, and shredded coconut. This is a 790-calorie trail mix. That's a lot. So this is more like a meal in itself than it is a mix. Something I have never seen before, ever, in any type of ration, freeze-dried green peas. Add 4 ounces of water, close, shake, stand 10 minutes, drain the water, eat. Interesting. S'mores Delight. I've had one of these before. From Minotaur Trading Company. They're good. Frozen solid like everything else. Some chocolate chips, marshmallows, crusted graham crackers. Some instant garlic mashed potatoes. Gluten-free, of course. Another relish that I will not be eating, but I will give to somebody else for whatever reason at a later date. The Pilot bread crackers that are always good. They've held up pretty good, nice and solid. Oops, I lost my garlic mashed potatoes. Potato down. Next, peach drink mix. Never had one of these from Minotaur before, so that'll be interesting. And then we got some cherry drink mix. Sounds good. And last but not least, I think we got the main. Smoked pulled pork, freeze-dried and fully cooked. Need to add 4 ounces of hot water to the bag. Close Ziploc and shake well for 45 seconds. Let stand for 10 minutes. Drain the excess water, season to taste. Oops, sorry, hit the camera. And that is that. Oh, there's one last thing in here. Some good old-fashioned Tabasco, except this one is a little darker. It's Chipotle, okay. Never seen a Chipotle one in an Army ration before. So this will be interesting. I used to love getting these. Even though I used to hate hot sauce when I get them, I'd be able to trade all sorts of stuff for just the hot sauce. So overall, that's everything. It's lots and lots of food for not even a 24-hour ration. And that is it. I will see you guys back when I eat the first part of this meal. I am probably going to turn this into 2 meals or so, or maybe a meal and a half and a snack, just because there's a lot of stuff in here. Sorry if you hear my dogs whining. They're annoyed because they're behind the gate. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys back when I break the first part of this out. Okay guys, so here's the first part of this meal. I know it all says this is 1 meal, but it's way too many calories for me considering I'm just sitting at home right now. So what I'm going to have is the freeze-dried green peas, the garlic mashed potatoes, the smoked pulled pork with the barbecue sauce. I've got the peach drink here in the middle. I'm going to show you what's in the accessory kit, and I've also got my Chipotle hot sauce. So let's start by telling you what's in the accessory kit. So first thing, moist towelette. Very tiny spoon, not as dependable as the trusty MRE spoon, but still. Some non-dairy creamer for some coffee later. Sugar for the coffee. Some little thank you candies. Pepper, might use that in the meal. Nescafe Taster's Choice House Blend. 2 aqua tabs, and some salt. Use the salt with the meal. And that's it for the accessory pack. Next, start with the smoked pulled pork. Put all the water in these that was hot, boiled some water up, left them in there for 10 minutes after I shook them up. And let's see how they turned out. This one might have a little bit of excess. That's actually a lot of excess water, so let me fix that. Okay, now that I got all that excess water out, let's try that again. Okay. It's actually a pretty good amount of pulled pork, considering what a tiny package it comes in. Then I've got the barbecue sauce. I'll put some of that on there. Actually, I haven't shaken it up much, and I think I made it a little watery, but that's okay. Only need about 1 ounce of water. And let's see. It smells pretty good. Can't really see inside the gusset pouch that well, but let's see what it looks like out on the pulled pork. It's a little watery, but not as watery as I thought it would be. Gotta have sauce on pulled pork. Can't just leave it plain. Leave the rest. See if I want it on anything else. Next, garlic mashed potatoes instant. I think I might have needed a bigger plate, but that's okay. And I definitely did not get all the powder out like I should have. So this meal might not be the most appetizing thing in the world, but that's okay. You live and you learn. It's the first time I've had a real freeze-dried ration like this. So my mashed potatoes are going to be a little more powdery than I want them to be. I definitely did the right time. I waited 10 minutes. I put the right amount of water in and all that. It just didn't cooperate as much as I would have liked, but that's okay. I've eaten worse food than this before, and I'll probably eat worse food than this again. Oh yeah, that's definitely a lot more powdery than I wanted it to be. But you live and you learn. I think I'm going to stop it there. You put enough hot sauce on anything, it'll taste good. So we'll leave that like this for now. Once you mix it in a little, it seems better. Yep, that might be where most of my hot sauce goes, but that's okay. Next, freeze-dried green peas, which when you look inside just look like peas. And I definitely left too much water in there again, but again, you live and you learn. Now I know for anything else I ever heat up from a Arctic Field Ration from Minotaur to drain a crap ton of the water out. Then you've got the peach drink here, about 17 ounces of water with a peach drink. I'm going to put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper on the meat and the potatoes. Maybe make those potatoes slightly more edible. That's enough salt there. And some pepper. And then even though it probably needs a lot, I'm only going to do a little bit of the hot sauce on the meat and the mashed potatoes. Alright, Chipotle hot sauce says flavor your world. Let's see how it smells. If it's going to make my eyes water or not. Nah, it's not too bad. Doesn't want to come out. Come on. Okay, this hot sauce might be a fail. It doesn't want to come out at all. Oh, there went a little. It's just stuck in the container. That's okay. Just got to give it a good shake. Mix some in there. There it goes. Definitely got to make sure I mix some of that in so I don't just take a mouthful of hot sauce. And I'll save the rest of this. I'm going to start off with some of the peach drink because I am really thirsty. So we're going to give this a try first. It's not bad. Definitely peach, very artificially flavored peach, but pretty good. Nice and refreshing. Next, I'm going to do a little of this pulled pork with the barbecue sauce, some salt and pepper, and some of that Tabasco. It definitely, you can tell it was freeze-dried because it's still a little clumpy, but that's okay. I've never really had that much freeze-dried food, so might as well give it a try with Minotaur. All right, some of the pork. Considering it's freeze-dried, it's not that bad. You can definitely tell it wasn't slow cooked overnight or anything like that, but it's good. The sauce is really nice. I can feel some of the chipotle hot sauce, but not too much of it. It's a little burn in the back of your mouth, but it's not horrible. Oh, it's not bad. All right, next, I'm trying to mix up some of the super powdery portions of the potatoes. This might not be a fair judgment of this meal because, like I said, I thought I mixed it up enough and thought I put enough water in there, but I might not have. So let's get some of this potato that's definitely not as powdery and maybe has a little sauce on there as flavor. Again, doesn't look that appetizing, but that's probably my mistake more than the food itself. It's definitely garlicky. It's definitely instant potatoes. I've had instant potatoes before. But for instant, they're not bad, even though I know this is more powdery than it's supposed to be. Sorry, again, if you can hear my dogs in the background, they're whining because I'm not letting them in. But all right, let's see these bites. Yeah, it's actually not too bad at all. All right, next, let's get some of the peas. This looks like the most fresh, healthy thing that's ever come out of an MRE that I've ever eaten. So, just looks like regular old peas. So let's give these a try too. Yeah. These don't taste that freeze-dried or anything. They just taste like normal peas, like you're making for a regular meal. So yeah, overall, this part of the meal is not bad. I definitely will put more water in the potatoes next time I get them. The hot sauce helps. A little bit of the barbecue sauce helps. And even though it's already been intermixed, and I don't want to steal his thunder, I'm going to steal a little bit of Dub C's stuff here, since he's one of my favorite MRE YouTubers. And mix it all together, but I won't call it what he calls it. I'll just call it a little bit of everything. Won't make it a regular thing. Yeah, I need more pulled pork. There we go. Some pulled pork, some mashed potatoes, some green peas. Yeah, all that combined together is actually really, really good. I'm impressed. So far, Minotaur has never made a product that's disappointed me. And they're continuing a really, really good streak. So I'm going to finish up the rest of this plate. And I will come back with the rest of the meal at a later time for you guys. See you then. Okay guys, I'm back with the second half of my January Special Arctic Field Ration from Minotaur Trading Company. These are a bunch of the snacks that I'm just going to turn into a meal. So on the left here I've got the creamer, the sugar, and the coffee, which I'm actually going to save because I already made a second cup of coffee today, so I don't need that. Next we've got the pilot bread crackers, which look a little like this. Pretty good, pretty hearty, kind of like hardtack sort of thing. Then I haven't had one of these in a long time. They don't put these in the regular US MREs as much anymore. Cheese spread with bacon that I'll have with my crackers. Got a wet nap, my all-day trail mix with the peanuts, almonds, cashews, walnuts, dried strawberries, chocolate-covered banana chips, semi-sweet chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, and shredded coconut. Looks like that on the inside. I've got a cherry drink in here with about 17 ounces of water in it. It's very, very dark cherry. It's very strong smelling in a good way. And then I've got my S'mores Delight, Hershey's chocolate chips, mini marshmallows, crushed graham crackers, which you can't really see because the marshmallows kind of form together. But there's some graham cracker stuff in there. So I'm going to pour this one out on the tray just because the marshmallows kind of stuck together. See that a little better. I'm not going to pour all the trail mix out just because there's so much of it, but I'll pour out a little bit just to see what it looks like, and I'll keep the rest in the package. And then let's give this all a try. So I'm going to start with the pilot bread cracker with the cheddar and bacon spread. I forgot how artificial the bacon and the cheese flavor in this particular cheese spread is. You can kind of get it normal tasting in the regular and the jalapeno cheese spreads, but the bacon one you can just taste how fake it is, but it's not bad, it's just more noticeable. There's definitely worse foods out there. And I'm not eating this part of the ration in as much of an Arctic condition as I was the first half. The storms in Texas were a little rough, but it's a little warmer today, only in the 50s. All right, so let's try a bit of this cracker. Very dry, but good. The cheese and the cracker always go well together. So I'll take it. Let me wash some of that down with this cherry drink mix. Excuse me. Cracker's still in my mouth. Cherry drink mix is good. Not an overly strong flavor. It definitely doesn't taste as strong as it smelled, but not bad. Nice and refreshing. So this is kind of a messy meal. I might end up using my spoon for it later, but because these cracker crumbs are legit just crumbs. And then you've got some chocolate chips and marshmallows. It's not bad. I've seen other videos and I've heard of people before either boiling this or warming it up so the chocolate and the marshmallows melt a little. But I didn't feel like doing that, but it's pretty good. Next, the all-day trail mix. I think this is the dried strawberry here with some of the peanut butter bites and the coconut on it. I see the almonds, and I would assume this is the chocolate covered banana. So let's try this first. I think so, I can't tell now. Oh yeah, it's a chocolate covered banana chip. I was expecting it like freeze dried or something, but not bad. I've never had a freeze-dried or a dried strawberry, so I'll try that next with the coconut. That's more like a strawberry gummy than a dried one. It's not bad. And of course, just coconut and chocolate and almonds is good too. All right, overall, a pretty good menu. I'm always impressed with Minotaur's products. They always have really good stuff. And the Arctic Field Rations are definitely a nice change of pace from regular MREs. I'll definitely be ordering more in the future. I think I have like 3 or 4 on order that should be at my house soon, hopefully. And I will show you guys those when I get them. But other than that, that's about it for this one. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.